The argument between Jassi and Angel on Real Housewives of Potomac that started with a moment when cameras were down actually brings up one of the strangest rules on reality TV sets, which is called ICE. ICE is not used on all sets, but I would say any kind of show where you have the same cast for multiple seasons, reality producers don't really use it because once talent's tasted the stardom or come to the show as a big star, they're not really going to listen to you anyway. But on competition shows with basically new, unknown talent, think like Love Island, producers use what's called ICE. And ICE is when talent is supposed to stop talking about anything about the show immediately. Sometimes they're not allowed to talk at all. On Love Island, that's what they do on days off or for meal breaks. We've seen reports that they separate the men and women entirely and they're not allowed to talk about anything pertaining to the show. But also sometimes it's in the middle of a scene because we need to break cameras for a battery or tape change or because cameras won't be there. When I was starting out my career, somebody was telling me about how they did the show very documentary style, very natural. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of us filming this big scene, they yell out to the talent, "Ice! Ice, everybody! Ice!" And in the middle of their conversations, they had to stop and stop talking altogether. It was the weirdest thing to see. It obviously never makes air, but it is the oddest thing to take part in or to observe if you're ever on a set. And the reason we do it is because you don't want to miss anything important about the show when the cameras are down. Luckily, with Angel and Jassi, Housewives producers are smart enough to know now that things can pop up at any time. So we saw it with Stacey talking about Chris Samuels in the nighttime and this Angel moment. They kept some level of camera on the ladies at all times, even if it's a phone. Have you guys ever heard stories about ICE before? Hit the comments and make sure to follow, learn to watch reality TV like a pro.